Well, well, well. So as we continue on with this Dallas Cowboys training camp, something strange is happening with the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody was kind of waiting on the Rams scrimmage because last year that was where we really saw the first indicators that the Cowboys defense may not be what we thought it was. But when we go back to this year's scrimmage against the Rams, the Dallas Cowboys not only matched the energy of the Los Angeles Rams, I would dare say they exceeded the energy of the Los Angeles Rams. And in the grand scheme of things, they dominated the Los Angeles Rams, even though people are trying to downplay it. And now, as we continue to see the Cowboys go against their own offense, it is now somewhere around day 13 of the Dallas Cowboys training camp. And rather than the defense leveling out, the defense is on the rise. And dare I say, they're dominating these doggone training camps. We're going to see it today in the best plays. We got that and more next on Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. What is going on, Cowboys Nation? We have every reason to be excited about this Dallas Cowboys team. This defense continues to improve day after day, and they're giving this offense fits. Welcome, Cowboys fans and Cowboys haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, what are you waiting on? We have a lot of great things coming up on this channel this season. Oh, let's continue to talk facts. The Dallas Cowboys defense, they continue to be the story of the offseason. The Dallas Cowboys defense continues to dominate. It doesn't mean that the Cowboys offense is not looking good too. It doesn't mean the Dallas Cowboys offense isn't getting it in. I'll explain that more later. But nevertheless, the Dallas Cowboys defense continues to improve. But I'm gonna give you a little story about the offense in just a moment. This is gonna be our show for the day. We'll see how much we can get in this session because we are going to do Cowboys After Dark tonight. Y'all make sure y'all put those notification bells on. We have got to do Cowboys After Dark. I have so many stories. I don't want to get behind. I know the Cowboys are off tomorrow, I believe, but I got so many stories. I got to stay caught up and keep Cowboys Nation caught up on everything going on with the Cowboys. But in this session of Let's Talk Cowboys, we're going to open up with Dak Prescott talking to Kay Adams, talking about this Cowboys team. And I'm telling y'all, Dak Prescott wants all the smoke. Dak Prescott wants all the smoke, and he's talking real big about these Dallas Cowboys. Next, Jerry Jones speaks. And the thing that I'm really interested in listening to Jerry Jones is the Quinnen Williams section and the Micah Parsons section as they ask the Cowboys and they keep talking about, did the Cowboys win the Micah Parsons trade? Then we're going to listen to Jaden Blue talk a little bit. I want to talk some about Jaden Blue because I believe that there are people who don't want Jaden Blue to succeed. Then there was an interview that came on yesterday with Rich Eisen. I don't know if y'all caught this, but Rashawn Gary talks about why he left the Green Bay Packers, or at least that's what I'm hearing. So I want to listen to that. And then we're going to see, I'm debating on these next two stories. It depends on what time looks like. But I wanted to let you know some nonsense. And the reason why I want to talk about this nonsense going on with Jaden Daniels is This is why I'm not worried about the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels is the reason why I'm not worried about the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels is about to get a rude awakening in this league. You don't get nothing in this league unless you earn it. And nothing is promised to you, no matter who you are or no matter who you think you are. We'll see if we get to that. Then, I want to let you hear one of these Philadelphia Eagles content creators, because I think he's a content creator. And I want you to hear what he has to say about the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's going to be very eye-opening in how he sees the Cowboys. Then, we're going to circle the block and come back to Jerry Jones. And how Jerry Jones, and there are some things that, people might not like about Jerry Jones, but I love Jerry Jones overall. And one of the things I like about Jerry Jones is that when Jerry Jones loves a player, Jerry Jones loves a player. And I want to show you the story about him and Quentin Williams. And then we're going to round out this session with the best plays of the day. And man, we got a bunch of them. So hey, Cowboys fans, buckle up, buckle in. Let's get this show started. Yep, man, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Now, let's get this roll call in. And then we're going to get this show started. Roll call. First one in the chat. What's going on, Deshaun? What is going on? Good to see you. John Henry in the building. Dak Scott is in the building. Says, welcome to Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Come in, hit the like button, let your opinion be heard. Also, please keep the chat clean. Let's go, Dak Scott. Hey, man, there ain't no stress on Dak. You gonna change that name for us over. Dak Scott said, hit that like button. Let's go, Frank Lawrence. He said live chat. Yeah, bitch, chatting to you too. What's going on, Frank Lawrence? Richard Owens is in the building. What's going on? Jeremy Betts, he said he hope all is well. What's going on, Debbie Johnson? Carl Williams in the building. There will be blood. You dig? What's going on? Hail Mary. Everett. Crazy Cowboys 72. What's going on, Shaft Huff? Poobie D got my back in the building. Finon Hall. What's going on? This defense is going to be a beast. I agree. Hallelujah. Salute. What's going on? Big Mouse Dog is in the building. Brandy says, hey, my loves, as she walks into the congregation. Oddball is here. What's going on, Oddball? Marvin Mays is in the building. What is going on? Xavier, what is going on? Carlito, he said, what's popping? Yeah, this team is going to do what my Knicks did. Yeah, why can't we do it? Why not us? JCT Slice says, if our defense is good, they're going to be good. He said we can win it all. Hurts 3 interceptions in the last training camp, and Eagles fans said those interceptions mean nothing. Where was that energy with Dak years ago? We still have 4. You know what? JCT Slice, we're going to talk about that a little bit today, because I believe Dak Prescott threw 3 interceptions today. But I'm going to tell you why I'm not mad at Dak Prescott throwing interceptions. I am not mad about Dak Prescott throwing interceptions in this training camp. And if it comes to my mind, I'll let you know why. Gwen Bowden, hope all is well. What is going on, Gwen Bowden? Passing 9 in the building. Yeah, Jared Jones. K interview is the interview with K. You know what? I'm gonna see. We may pull that one up. Man, Jerry been talking today, Bazzy 9, and he been talking good. Real estate vet, what's crack-a-lagging? Yeah, man. But again, we got to see Green Bay starters. But you know, hey, to me, even Pittsburgh look weak, so they both look weak to me. Non-contender. What's going on, Christopher? What's going on, Christopher Prather? Good to see you. Dirk Rose, he said, Prophet G, what's going on? Good to see you. Azteca in the congregation. Brian Watford, what's going on? Terrell Senior. What's going on, my brother? Let's talk to you. We ain't talked in a while. Gerald Jackson. What's going on, Gerald Jackson? Good to see you on this Thursday night. Good to see you. Poopa D said he threw them now. It don't hurt as much. Yeah, and Poopa D, I'm going to tell you why this thing with Dak Prescott, why I'm absolutely excited about Dak Prescott throwing interceptions, if that makes sense. I'm going to tell you why I'm excited about it if it comes to my mind. So let's get this show on the road. What's going on, Everett? Jack Edmonds in the building. What is going on? Let's get this show started. Give yourselves a hand. Best chat on YouTube. Kimberly Hunt. Kimberly Hunt, what is going on? Kimberly Hunt said, got my ticket for Saturday's Cowboys versus Seahawks. Let's go already. I'm with you, Kimberly Hunt. Now, before we listen to Dak Prescott on Up and Adams, before I lose this train of thought, I'm going to tell you why I am excited, and you're not going to hear a lot of people say this. I'm going to tell you why I'm excited about Dak Prescott throwing interceptions. Dak Prescott isn't throwing bad interceptions. Does this make sense to anybody? Dak Prescott isn't throwing bad interceptions. Dak Prescott is throwing good interceptions. Somebody says there's no such thing. Yes, there is. In practice, in training camp, that's not telling us Dak Prescott is playing bad. Dak Prescott's interceptions tell us that the defense is playing good. Yeah. Dak Prescott's interceptions are telling us the defense is playing extremely well. They are playing the Cowboys receivers. Man, they are playing them so tight, it is mind-blowing. Man, when I show y'all these plays today, and when you look at the tip balls, when you look at the interceptions, Dak isn't throwing bad interceptions. This defense is playing so well. It's making Dak Prescott think. It's getting him off his mark. It's making him go down the progressions. It is doing things to Dak Prescott that if it's doing it to Dak Prescott, do we realize Dak Prescott is a top 3 quarterback in this league? Dak Prescott, when you think about our schedule, Dak Prescott is better than every single quarterback on the Cowboys' upcoming schedule. Let that sink in. And someone may say, no, Dak ain't playing. No, Dak ain't playing bad. All this is telling us is that the defense is doing what we wanted to do. Now, let me throw a caveat in there. I believe there's something else to why the defense is looking so good against the Cowboys offense. Y'all ready for this part?
You can't handle the truth.
Clayton Adams is calling the plays. Yeah. Schotty has Clayton Adams calling the plays. And we've already heard Clayton Adams last week, I believe it was, when he gave his interview. And they asked him, how did he like play calling? And one of the things he talked about is he didn't realize where CeeDee Lamb was lining up. So when you see this defense playing or getting the best of the offense a lot, some of that is due to Schotty isn't calling the plays as much. See, Schotty is doing something. You got to really check what this man is doing. Schotty is trying to oversee the whole team. He's trying to oversee the whole team. He's so interested in Christian Parker and what he's doing on the defense. Now, he's not just interested in what Christian Parker is doing on defense because he's watching him, wanting to make sure he's doing things right. Nah, he ain't worried about that part. Schotty wouldn't have talked the Joneses into hiring Christian Parker if he didn't think he could do things right. No. He's studying Christian Parker because he knows these are the defenses that he will be going up against this year. They are basically similar. His defense, it has its own nuances, but it's basically similar to what? The Rams, the Seahawks, the Texans. So many of these teams are out there running. Brian Schottenheimer is out here getting the ins and the outs of this defense and how it works. You don't think he's over there asking Parker like, okay, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? Why'd you do this? You don't think that's what he's doing? Schotty is dissecting everything going on while allowing Clayton Adams to get his feet wet, calling plays. And you will notice that when Clayton Adams starts going to the air, the more he goes to the air, then the offense starts kind of coming back a little bit because, man, I'm telling y'all right now, Dak Prescott is hard to hold. I don't care who the defense coordinator is in these days and times. Dak Prescott is hard to hold. We saw him eat up Christian Parker last year. I'm not worried about Dak Prescott. I'm not worried about the interceptions. I'm not worried about those things. Some of these things are scripted. Understand, I'm not looking so much at these defensive backs as in they're making these interceptions. What I'm looking at is why they're making these interceptions. You don't think they know some of the plays? They know some of the plays. They're recognizing formations. They're recognizing routes. They're recognizing things. But what I'm giving them credit for and why I say this defense continues to rise, I'm looking at their technique. I'm looking at their footwork. I'm looking at how they are sticking to the Dallas Cowboys wide receivers like glue. The coverage that they are putting on the Cowboys receivers is crazy work. And to watch them do the same thing against the Rams is crazy work. So again, I'm not worried about the interceptions. What I'm impressed with is, again, the techniques, the footwork, the lineup, where they're lining up, how they're reacting to plays. I'm looking at everything that we need to see from this defense to know that it's playing better. Now, again, don't get this thing twisted now. Don't get this thing twisted. Now, Dak Prescott, hey, if this was a game, hey, hold on. If this was a game, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Schotty would be calling the plays, and Dak Prescott would be eating because Dak Prescott is going to eat on defenses this year. You watch what I tell you. Dak gonna eat. But I love this because it's forcing Dak Prescott. It's forcing him. It's really helping him like, okay, I got to be that much better in my timing. I got to be that much better in my anticipation. I got to be that much better in trusting my receivers. I got to be that much more better. I got to be that much better in my deceptiveness because this isn't just the Dallas Cowboys defense Dak is going up against. Dak Prescott is going up against a system that is very prevalent in the NFL. 49ers, anyone? Seahawks, anyone? Rams, anyone? And I'm sure there are other teams. Green Bay Packers. There are other teams that we're going to be playing. They're going to be running some form of this system. So I'm loving it because it's helping Dak Prescott to understand even more. What do I have to do to beat these types of defenses? Because in the past, these defenses have kind of stalled Dak Prescott. Even Brian Schottenheimer have stalled them from time to time. But they're not going to be stalling them this year. Boy, you're going to have to really come with something. You're going to have to come with something to stop this offense this year. I'm loving everything I'm seeing from this offense and defense. Iron sharpens iron. Everything I'm seeing from the defense, I love. This isn't like years past where this defense is going to take until Thanksgiving to get the system down. No, they have the system down now. You can tell They have this system down. The only thing they're going to be doing over the course of these next few weeks, leading into week 1 of the season, the only thing they're going to be doing is just getting it down like the back of their hands. I like everything I'm seeing. Yeah, see, you dig says offense had to step up because of the new defense. See, last year, man, this offense, I'm telling y'all, CD Lamb should have been arrested for the way he was doing the Cowboys defensive backs last year. He should have been arrested. CD Lamb was abusing the Cowboys secondary last year. I mean, abusing them. Hey, not this year. No, not this year. Don't get me wrong. Lamb is still doing his thing. But he's not doing to this defense and these defensive backs what he was doing last year. Man, I'm still amazed. Kobe Durant wagging fingers at Dak Prescott. I'm still blown away. Savon Revel Jr., Caleb Downs. They're playing George Pickens and CD Lamb like they're not George Pickens and CD Lamb. I mean, the attitude of this defense, is literally insane. The attitude, and that's another thing I'm looking at, the attitude. Do y'all realize we got a rookie safety? Dude is, and I don't mean this in a negative way. He's not disrespecting him in a negative way. He's disrespecting him in a respectful way. Caleb Downs is disrespecting CD Lamb in a respectful way. He's not disrespecting him as in disrespecting him and not honoring him and not being, talking right to him and all those things. But Caleb Downs is sending a message. I don't care who you are. I'm Caleb Downs. I love it. Man, Caleb Downs can play, man. Caleb Downs, man, he's not backing down, bro. This dude is a rookie. He's not backing down. Revel Jr., not backing down. Kobe Durant is trying to get a big-time contract. Kobe Durant, whether it be in Dallas or somewhere else, we're paying this dude $5.5 million. Man, paying this dude $5.5 million, paying Kobe Durant $5.5 million, it's like going to Goodwill and finding a 2024 MacBook in perfect condition. It's like going to Goodwill, finding a M4 Pro MacBook for $50. There's no way we got Kobe Durant for $5.5 million. There's just no way. Kobe Durant is playing with a lot of confidence because he's saying that I deserve a deal in this league. I deserve a deal. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, we looking at something different with this defense. Their attitude, man, Patty LaBelle, I got a new attitude. This defense, its mentality is crazy. Jaden Justin, what's going on? He said, not to mention you get better scout teams when come game week, you get better resistance against the scout team. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm telling you. Man, we are looking at a defense. Man, they got an attitude. And the only thing that's going to do, and that's going to raise the attitude of the offense. And this offense is going to get to a point, and they're already doing it in practice, like, nah, bro, you ain't doing this like this today. And it just makes them turn up their level. So what we're watching is great, man. Big Moss Dog said, G, do you think Trent McDuffie going to be on CD when they play? If so, look out, 200 is on the way. Oh, yeah, McDuffie ain't got no chance, bro. McDuffie ain't got no chance against Lamb. He know what time it is. He's still having nightmares from last year. Bazzy Dine said Caleb Downs is already the leader of the defense. Dang, this kid's going to be special. You know what, Bazzy Dine? The thing that I like about this defense, though, it has multiple leaders. Caleb Downs is a leader. Quinnen Williams is the leader and the anchor. But I'm telling y'all right now, the leader of this defense is going to be Overshown. If Overshown stays healthy, I'm telling y'all, with everything we got going on, Jalen Thompson, Caleb Downs, Rashawn Gary, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, D. Winters, I'm telling you though, if Overshown stays healthy, I'm telling y'all, do not underestimate Overshown. This defense with Overshown healthy is going to be unstoppable. Overshown is going to be the leader of this defense. He is going to be the leader of this defense. And he will be not only the leader, he's going to be the vocal leader. And that's what I mean by the leader. Overshown's going to be the vocal leader. You can already tell by the way he's doing things. All Overshown has to do is stay healthy. Overshown stays healthy, forget about it. Cowboys defense will be unstoppable. Hail Mary said defensive players are bought into the system. CP and staff are going to be game changers. Give Jerry credit on these hires via Schotty. Hail Mary, you already know where I am. Hail Mary, you already know where I am. I've already told people, Jerry Jones is in GM of the Year category. I'm telling y'all right now, Jerry Jones is going to be, if the Cowboys win 10 games or more, Jerry Jones will be in the conversation for General Manager of the Year. If Jerry don't get General Manager of the Year this year, Jerry Jones will get General Manager of the Year next year. Because I'm telling y'all, Jerry Jones has been involved in about 4 or 5 of the biggest transactions in the league over the last 2 years. You think about these huge transactions Jerry Jones has been a part of. Jerry Jones has been a part of the Micah Parsons trade. Jerry Jones in the Quentin Williams trade. Jerry Jones in the George Pickens trade. Jerry Jones in the Jalen Thompson trade. Jerry Jones in the Caleb Downs trade. Jerry Jones has been in some of the biggest transactions in the NFL that have contributed to some of the biggest game changes in the NFL. I'm telling y'all right now, people are not giving Jerry enough credit because they keep saying, well, if Jerry do this, then I'll say Jerry is doing his job. Man, I don't care what you're talking about. Jerry is doing his doggone job. I don't care what anybody talking about. If Jerry don't make another move, Jerry has done his doggone job. When you look at this draft, this free agency, these contracts, Jerry has done his doggone job, and I'm not arguing with anybody about it. I'm not arguing with folk about it. Jerry has done his doggone job. The only thing we're waiting on now is the results. That's all we're waiting on. That's all we're waiting on. Are the results. That's all we're waiting on. Let me read a couple of these, then we're going to get right into Dak Prescott. Doomsday said, what's up? He said Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark will be a big part of this team winning the Super Bowl. Yeah. Man, Doomsday, think about it, Doomsday. This is why I am so happy. For as big of a part as Quentin Williams is going to be and Kenny Clark, we finally got us a team. Because in times past, we would basically say, so goes Dak, so goes the Cowboys. So goes Micah Parsons, so goes the Cowboys. Not this year. Now, Dak Prescott was still kind of keeping that sentiment. But with the defense, you got Quentin, you got Kenny, you got D. Winters, you got Overshown, you got Gary, you got Caleb Downs, you got Jalen Thompson, you got Kobe Durant. You really, I know we can point out certain players, but in the grand scheme of things, what I love about this team and this defense, it's not just one player like it used to be. Now, we're looking at we're like loaded almost. We might not have the big names, but and in some cases we do got big names. Don't let me downplay that. But we just got great players. We got elite, we got great, and we got good. And that's the combination to win Super Bowls. Ask the 92 Cowboys, 93 Cowboys. Ask the 2025 Seattle Seahawks. Man, I'm telling you, the Cowboys are doing so many things right, people don't even understand. The Cowboys are doing so many things right It's mind-boggling of why were they not doing this all along? It's mind-boggling, man. Or as Will Ferrell said, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling, man. It is. Coben Ops said, important thing is the coach is playing against a one-scheme defense style. He's historically struggled against every week now. Dak's going to be a monster this year. Yeah, Coben Ops. Yeah. Gerald Jackson said the whole squad bought into the vision of the football and family. It's amazing to see them playing for each other. I can live with the results. Me too, Gerald Jackson. Me too. Backbreaker, he said, we'll see in December how you know what? I don't think we're going to see in December. I think we're going to see the whole season, Backbreaker. Because in actuality, December is going to be the problem that people think it is. Because Backbreaker, they only played 3 games in December? I mean, they literally only played 3 games. If they go 2 and 3 in December, it's an absolute win. Who you got in December? Who is it? Rams, Seahawks, Jaguars, and maybe the Commanders. December actually is not going to be the true test, Backbreaker. I've already coined it. It's from Philly to Philly. It's from Philly to Philly. Hold on a second. Let me show you the Cowboys schedule one time. We got time tonight. It ain't like it's the Cowboys season, right? I mean, it ain't like the game is coming on tonight. Again, December, it's not going to be the litmus test this year. Yeah, Backbreaker, yeah. December is actually not the litmus test. You only have 3 games. You got 2 weeks to get ready for the Seahawks. You got 2 weeks to get ready for the Rams. And then you play the Jaguars in Dallas. Now, a lot of people are already saying the Cowboys are going to, when people first looked at this schedule, it's hard. No, it's not. I started saying it early. I'm not being hypocritical. I was saying this early. This schedule isn't hard. This schedule is actually set up for the Cowboys to succeed. You're telling me you're playing 3 games? You got 2 weeks to get ready for the Super Bowl champs and who people are believing is going to be the next Super Bowl champs. You have 2 weeks to get ready for those teams. I'm not calling this a hard schedule. I'm calling it, they have set the Cowboys up to succeed. They absolutely have. They have set the Cowboys up to succeed. They're playing the Seahawks on the road. They're playing the Rams on the road. I believe they're beating the Seahawks on the road. They're beating the Jaguars at home. The game that I'm circling is the Rams. I'm telling y'all right now, the Cowboys are better than the Seahawks. Oh, yeah, I said it right now. Right now, I said it. Don't care who like it. Don't care who hate it. Don't care who love it. I'm telling you right now, Cowboys are better than the Seahawks. Right now. They're better than the Seahawks right now. I'm calling this game. All things stay the same, Cowboys healthy. Cowboys are beating the Seahawks. I'm circling the Rams and the Cowboys. It will be possibly the NFC Championship preview. Because I believe when they get to the playoffs, I believe the Cowboys won't see the Seahawks. I think they'll see the Rams. I believe the Rams will knock off the Seahawks. Because I don't believe the Seahawks are going to be as good as they were this past year. Last year, caught everybody off guard. This year, everybody looking for them. Everybody looking for the Seahawks this year. I'm circling the Rams. Backbreaker, December is not going to be a true test. You only got 3 games. 2 weeks between 2 of the hardest games. Even though they're on the road, I believe you go 1-1 in this stint, and then you come back home and you're going to beat the Jaguars. These 2 games right here, they might not even mean anything. We'll beat the Giants. We're going to sweep them, I believe, this year. We'll sweep it. We'll play them the first game. We're going to beat them. They're going to come to Dallas in January. We're going to beat them. Commanders game might not mean anything. We'll see. Commanders game might just be for the number 1 overall seed. But this schedule is not going to be as hard as people think. The true litmus test of this Cowboys season, y'all have heard me say this now for a month and a half to 2 months. I'm calling it Philly to Philly. That's the litmus test. Philly to Philly. The Dallas Cowboys have an opportunity from Philly to Philly to either go 6-0, 5-1, 4-2 is the minimum. It's the minimum. I believe the Cowboys have an opportunity to sweep the Eagles. We're going to see what they look like. But I got a strange feeling they're going to beat them twice with Christian Parker. I truly believe the Cowboys will sweep the Eagles this year with Christian Parker because unlike Matt Eberflus, that when he saw the Chicago Bears, I hadn't even thought about it. How much you bet that Christian Parker hadn't told anybody? How much you bet he circled those 2 games? Christian Parker gonna make it his business that the Dallas Cowboys beat the Eagles twice. Book it. You better book it. We're beating them twice. We're gonna beat them twice. We're gonna beat the Titans. I believe we do beat the Cardinals this year. We're gonna see what the Colts look like. I'm not sold on them with Daniel Jones. I think we'll beat them. The question mark is gonna be the beat down 49ers. I think we're gonna beat them because we got them at home finally this year. The Cowboys have an opportunity from here to go 6-6. If they go 4-2, 5-1, or 6-0, it's over. It's over. If they win a minimum of 4 games here, I know they'll win 2 to 3 games here. And I know they'll win in this first 6 games here. I believe they'll win at least 4 of those. So if you start thinking about 4 here, 4 to 6 here, and then when you get here, the Cowboys are going to at least probably win 2 of the 3 in here. I mean, they'll win 2 or 3 here, and I know they'll probably win these 2 games. Man, you're probably looking at a minimum win record for the Cowboys. I think the baseline will be 11 wins. I think the maximum will be 13. I think the maximum will be 13. But again, we're going to see. We're going to see how all this wash out. We're going to see how it all wash out. But I'm not worried, Cowboys fans. If all things stay the same, Cowboys stay healthy, they're going to run through teams. They're going to beat teams that when people first saw this record, they said, oh, they're going to beat the Cowboys. You watch what I tell you. The Cowboys are going to run through this doggone schedule. They're going to shock everybody. Man, let me say this before I get to Dak Prescott. I apologize. But you got to think about how logical what I'm telling you is. Let's see here. Let's go down the list. Let's see. Better offense, better quarterback. Dak Prescott, Jackson Dart. Dak Prescott. Jaden Daniels, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. Better quarterback, Ravens. This would probably be where some people would question. Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson. Okay, let's say all things equal. I'm still taking Dak over Lamar Jackson. But nevertheless, okay, this would be a question mark game. Dak Prescott, C.J. Stroud. Dak Prescott. I forget his name. You get the Buccaneers against the Cowboys. I'm taking Dak Prescott all day long over the Buccaneers quarterback. Jordan Love, Dak Prescott. I'm taking Dak Prescott. Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott. Jacoby Brissett, or I think Jacoby Brissett is actually going to be beat out by the rookie quarterback. Either way, Dak Prescott better than both of them put together. What's his name? Daniel Jones. Oh, Dak Prescott all day long. Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott all day long. Titans, Dak Prescott all day long. Cam Ward, I believe, is going to be great, but he's not better than Dak Prescott. Sam Darnold, Dak Prescott. Okay, stop it. Dak Prescott. Rams versus Cowboys. Okay, now hold on. You know, when we start talking about the Rams, this is the only Matthew Stafford. We start talking about Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott. Now we got to start splitting hairs. So let's put a question mark by that. Okay, we get to the Cowboys, Jaguars, Dak Prescott. Again, did we get back to the New York Giants and the Commanders? Do we realize that the Dallas Cowboys, they're actually only going to face 2 quarterbacks that could even be in the conversation with Dak Prescott? Let that sink in. We're only facing 2 quarterbacks that's even in the conversation. And I won't disrespect Sam Darnold. I'm not going to put Sam Darnold in the conversation yet, but I will give Sam Darnold honorable mention. You're talking about 17 games, and you're only playing 3 quarterbacks that can even be mentioned in the same breath as your quarterback. And then even when you look at these defenses we're playing, I don't think the Giants defense is a juggernaut. Commanders defense, not a juggernaut. Ravens defense, not a juggernaut. Texans defense, elite. Juggernaut, Super Bowl ready. Buccaneers, they're not an elite defense. They're good. They're not elite. Green Bay Packers, beat up, injured, not worried. Eagles defense, they're good, but we got Christian Parker equalizing that. Cardinals defense, they're not that good. Colts defense, maybe good. 49ers defense, old, beat up. 49ers are on the decline, time for a rebuild. Titans, they're rebuilding, not even worried about them. Back to the Eagles. Seahawks defense, good to great. It's going to be tough. Rams defense, good to great. Going to be tough. Jaguars defense, good to great. Going to be tough. You do realize we're only playing 5 good to great defenses, right? I'm telling you logic. You're not even facing, when you look at this schedule, you're only facing about 5 good to great defenses, and a couple of those are probably elite. Maybe 3. Seahawks, Rams, Texans, elite defenses. Other than that, only a couple of those defenses are even questionably good this year. I'm sorry. It's not just the fact that the Cowboys are that much better. You got to look at all things considered. The Cowboys are actually better than a lot of these teams. They are. I'm telling you, they are. They're better than these teams. Backbreaker, you said they'll choke. Well, we're going to see. But I don't think they are. I don't think they are going to choke this year. I don't. Not this year. Glenn Harrison said 17-0. Glenn Harrison said 17-0, 16-1, 15-2. Speaking into existence, my brother. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. What's up, Gabriel? He said, speaking, G. He said, man, you speaking like you on the pulpit. Speak that truth. Sweep the Eagles. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Christian Parker ain't like Matt Eagle. We're getting ready to play the Chicago Bears. Have you thought about the fact you played the Chicago Bears? You know, I haven't even thought about it. I don't know if those guys even thinking about it. You think they wasn't thinking about it? You think they wasn't thinking about it, Matt Eberflus? They put BTA on the Cowboys. Stop it. Stop it. Just crazy. Rod Evans, he said, I told you Rebel would be good once he changed that jersey number. You said change that jersey number, fix those socks. I got you, bro. I got you. Appreciate you. Brendan Cub said 15-2. I'm calling it, boy. He said, I am calling it. Frank Lawrence said, I think Jerry going to massage the numbers to keep Dak Prescott Jordan. Oh, no doubt. He's already done it. We're going to talk about it in the Quentin Williams deal. He's already done it. Cowboys are loading up. They're loading up for not only what they're going to do this year, they're loading up for what they're going to do next year, too. George Pickens is a part of the plan. Trust me when I tell you. Thank you, Timothy Johnson, Baker Mayfield. Thank you. You put some respect on that man. Backbreaker, I'm sorry, but if you look at Dak Prescott's wins, if you look at Dak Prescott's stats, Dak Prescott is Patrick Mahomes. If you look at over the last 5 years, there's nobody that's been better than Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes. Their numbers are almost identical. The only difference between Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes has been their teams and their coaching. That's been the difference between Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes. The numbers speak for themselves. Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes were comparable over that stint before Dak Prescott got injured. I'm just telling you. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Let's get into this. Let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. Let's get into this, boy. I'm telling you, I'm excited about these Cowboys this year, man. I'm absolutely excited about these Cowboys. And the reason why I'm excited about these Cowboys,
yeah, I mean, just a Super Bowl 61
because of
at different times, different things.
Player. It's because of the team. I'm excited about the Cowboys, not because of the players. I'm excited about the Cowboys because of the teams. We're not top heavy like we used to be.
As much as you can say,
have absolutely put together a squad. I'm talking like I helped the Cowboys put together the squad. But we have actually put together a squad, man. I'm telling you, man, we put together a squad. All right, let's check this out. This is Dak Prescott, guys. I'm sorry, boy. I'm having so much fun today, man. Yeah, man, mission abstract. People don't understand. When you talk about Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes, and when you talk about that stint where Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes were the best two quarterbacks in the league, the thing that separated them was the coaching. Mike McCarthy could never hold a candle to Andy Reid. Andy Reid is the best coach in the game right now. Even when you think about the defensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, people don't realize that's the same defensive coordinator that stopped Tom Brady in 2 Super Bowls with Eli Manning as the quarterback. People don't realize Patrick Mahomes has actually not taken these teams to Super Bowls the way people think. His coach is Andy Reid. Andy Reid. Great defense, great players, big plays made defensively, big plays made in the running game. People give Patrick Mahomes all the credit, and I'm going to give him credit because he's a great quarterback. But Patrick Mahomes has had some really good teams around him. Bottom line, stop acting like Patrick Mahomes was throwing to me. So I mean, stop acting like Frank Lawrence was in the backfield. Stop it. Stop it. Patrick Mahomes absolutely had some great teams around him when he was winning the Super Bowl. And the reason why he didn't win the Super Bowl last year, you want to know why he didn't get to the Super Bowl last year? Because his team was not good enough. Are we saying that Patrick Mahomes fell off? You want to know why he didn't win the Super Bowl against the Eagles? The Eagles had a better team. Jalen Hurts in his dreams isn't better than Patrick Mahomes. But yet and still, Jalen Hurts, MVP of the Super Bowl, reality the defense was, man, I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you Patrick Mahomes still in third. Philadelphia Eagles, their defensive line should be in jail based on that 2024 Super Bowl. They assaulted Patrick Mahomes. Ask Patrick Mahomes. He'll tell you. Ask Patrick Mahomes. I bet you Patrick Mahomes went downtown and tried to file charges on him. They knocked Patrick Mahomes on the ground so many times, sacked him, strip sack, fumbles, had him running out of the pocket. Man, Patrick Mahomes is still in therapy after that game, bro. Tell you right now, he's still in therapy. He's still in therapy. Just goes to show you. It's not about a quarterback per se being better than a quarterback. Dak Prescott has enough talent to win the Super Bowl. Even if he wasn't a top 3 quarterback in the league, he actually wouldn't have to be a top 3 quarterback in the league because Jalen Hurts isn't a top 3 quarterback in the league. But nevertheless, Jalen Hurts wasn't a top 3 quarterback playing against the best quarterback in the league, but Jalen Hurts had the best team in the league and he beat the best quarterback in the league. I don't need the best quarterback in the league to win a Super Bowl. So the argument about Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes is null and void.
it's just helped the energy.
People don't think you have a good defense. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I told you I don't care what people think. I mean, I'm not into the fantasy world, but yeah, if there's a sleeper, I'm sure it's him.
I think you're being a little spicy this training camp. Do you agree? And why? 4 Pro Bowls, an All-Pro, Walter Payton Man of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and inaugural member of the very first Leadership Council in Cowboys history.
Yeah.
How does that feel? What is that?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, I would hope, I'd be in part of it 10 years in. But it's good. It's something great that Schotty's come up with. with the help of a group that we work with, O2X, and really just to make sure that the team not only has a voice, but feels like their voice is heard. They're able to, make some rule changes or get things done if it's in the best interest of the team and the organization. And so it's a group of us that, come together. What's cool about it for me is there's a bunch of other guys that have been other places, other teams, have spent years in this league, and so they know they've got a good perspective of things, and we're able to, get together and give Coach ideas.
Where are we getting together?
Now, I want to go back for just a second. Because I want you to just pay attention to the background. Pay attention to the background. There is a coach on this team, and I'm telling y'all, people are not giving this guy enough credit. My man Poobie D, hold on a second. My man Poobie D said G dropping megaton bombs. Yes, sir.
You can't handle the truth.
Yes, sir. All I'm doing is telling the truth, Poobie D. Again, and that's why I say, Poobie D, the quarterback argument is really null and void. Because the best quarterback in the league has not won the Super Bowl over the last 2 seasons. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Dak Prescott is a top 3 quarterback in the league. Matthew Stafford is a top 3 quarterback in the league. But the best quarterback in the league, the best 1, 2, 3 quarterback in the league, if you want to throw in Lamar Jackson, you want to throw in Josh Allen, you want to throw in Joe Burrow, the top 6 quarterbacks in the league have not won the Super Bowl over the last 2 years. Am I preaching? Am I preaching, Poobie
D? You can't handle the truth.
Am I preaching? It's not about making excuses for anybody. It's telling the truth. The Dak Prescott argument is null and void. The top 6 quarterbacks have not won the last 2 Super Bowls because the kryptonite for the best quarterbacks in the league are the best teams in the league. Yeah, that's the kryptonite. Yeah, that's the kryptonite. Yeah. You want to know how you beat the best quarterback in the league? You have the best team in the league.
You can't handle the truth.
Ask Sam Darnold. Ask Sam Darnold. Best quarterbacks in the league are not winning the Super Bowls. The best teams in the league are winning the Super Bowls. Jalen Hurts 2025. Now we got Sam Darnold. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts 2024. Now we got Sam Darnold 2025. And even when people start talking about Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl, go back and look at those Super Bowls. Go back and look at some of the great plays that defense made. Go back and look at the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo had an opportunity to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in that first Super Bowl, and Jimmy Garoppolo overthrew wide open wide receivers. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. Jalen Hurts was on great teams. And I've always told y'all, in order to win Super Bowls, you need a great team, you need great coaching, you need health, oh yeah, and you need luck. Oh, you better believe you need luck. Yeah, you need luck. Kansas City Chiefs had the best quarterback, they had the best team, they had the best coach, best offense coordinator, best defense coordinator, one of the best defenses. All those things equal to best team. Because if Patrick Mahomes was doing it without the best team, then why didn't he win the Super Bowl the last 2 years? This quarterback stuff is null and void. And it's actually been happening for years. It's been happening for years. People don't even realize. Tom Brady, when he went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady's a great quarterback. He's the GOAT. But I'm not going to discount that same team the previous year. That same team was extremely, extremely good. Had it not been for the quarterback having 30 turnovers, I believe. Just interception after interception held that team back. That Tampa Bay Buccaneer team was already good enough to win the Super Bowl. Tom Brady came in there. They added Antonio Brown. They had a very loaded team. Tom Brady was on the best team with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers also. I'm telling you, every single time, teams win Super Bowls. Teams win Super Bowls, not quarterbacks. Bottom line. Teams. I'm talking coaching. I'm talking players all around. They win Super Bowls, not quarterbacks. All right, let me go backwards again. The Cowboys have a secret weapon on this defense, and people are not talking enough about this guy. His name is BT Jordan. I want you to go back and look at what's happening in the background here. Check this out.
How often are we getting together, and is there a handshake?
There's not a handshake. Maybe we should come up with that, like a boys club type thing. And have it 10 years in.
I want you to look in the background.
It's good. It's something great that Schotty's come up with the help of a group that we work with, O2X, and really just to make sure that
this man in the background that is the unsung hero, or is going to be the unsung hero, is BT Jordan. BT Jordan is the trainer of all of the premier pass rushers in the league. Everyone hires BT Jordan. Defensive linemen, linebackers, defensive backs. This man is in high demand. He works with all of these college players going to the pros, helps them work on their techniques for their pro days, helps them work on their techniques for the season. And we got this guy in Dallas. He is over here working with the Dallas Cowboys receivers. Look at this.
The team not only has a voice, but feels like their voice is heard. They're able to, make.
He's helping George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. He's helping them to learn how to fight off defensive backs.
Rule changes or get things done. If
BT
it's in the best
Jordan is going to be
in the organization,
huge
so it's a
for
group
the
of
Dallas
us
Cowboys this year.
A little spicy this training camp. Do you agree? And why?
I think I'm just truly being a little bit more of just myself. I think if anybody that knows me or has been around me would say I've probably always been that way. And I think just getting older, having daughters, you're not shy or even hesitant to hold back any feelings, any emotions. So I think it's a way that I've always been, maybe not just always in front of the camera, but it's just...
We've seen it in front of the camera, but not, as much, I think, in training camp. But I like how you are being sort of vulnerable. It's almost like manifesting the Super Bowl, dealing with it head on, because you know that's the expectation and the goal that you have set for yourself. Where I know you wear the Super Bowl T-shirt, you're sort of saying it. Where else are you manifesting the Super Bowl when stuff that we maybe don't see?
Yeah, a lot of things just personally, just the words, seeing it, putting it up, whether it's the alarm clocks or just different times for myself. And it just, it's not only me. We break down the huddle, and to hear guys like Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, to hear them even speak about it, to hear them break the team down and use those words. Just let you know that's not just I'm not just trying to manifest it myself. It's an energy about what the players feel. It's an energy about the organization. Obviously, we've seen Jerry do more just this offseason than he's done in the past, and you can feel it. I'm sure if you even hear his press conference, just the urgency. And so I think it's all the energy's heading that direction, as you said.
Now, Dak Prescott is explaining, as I've told y'all before, I didn't have to hear Dak Prescott say this. Dak Prescott's he's just exuding confidence. Not because he's being cocky. He's exuding confidence, not because of his own ability, because Dak has always had confidence in his ability. But he's had confidence in how his front office is moving, the players they brought in. He's got confidence in Schotty. They're on the same page. The offensive plan. The weapons. He's got confidence in his offense. George Pickens, along with Lamb and others. And now he's got confidence in his defense. Christian Parker, BT Jordan. Brought in Jalen Thompson. Got him Caleb Downs. Brought in Quentin Williams. All of these things are playing a factor. Brought in Rashawn Gary. Dak Prescott. The confidence is not because of his ability. The confidence is because of the ability of the players around him now. I told y'all this last year. Quarterbacks move different and act different
If we want to get
when
there,
they have teams around them. And for the person in the chat, you know, I guess they are new over here. They don't realize that over here on Let's Talk Cowboys, we talk facts. Comments that I make are not based on, they are not subjective comments. They're objective comments. And what people don't realize is that this has actually been happening for years. We think that Super Bowls are a quarterback stat. Somebody in the chat said, I only mentioned 2 years about quarterbacks, about the best quarterbacks not winning the Super Bowls. I'm about to call your bluff. Yeah, I'm about to call your bluff. Whoever that person was. We do facts over here. We don't do feelings. Was Sam Darnold the best quarterback in the league in 2026?
You can't handle the truth.
Was Jalen Hurts the best quarterback in the league in 2025?
You can't handle the truth.
Now, Patrick Mahomes may have absolutely been the best quarterback in 2023 and 2024. But I would even say in 2022, was Matthew Stafford the best quarterback in the league?
You can't handle the truth.
He was on the best team in the league. Matthew Stafford was on a super team in 2022. And there are a lot of people who will tell you in 2022, Joe Burrow was better than Matthew Stafford. I'm with you, Amber Soprano. I'm with you, Amber Soprano. See, people don't understand. Jalen Hurts in 2025 was not the best quarterback. He was on the best team. I got news for us. In 2021, Tom Brady was not the best quarterback in the league. Tom Brady was on the best team in the league. In 2020, we could argue that Patrick Mahomes was the best quarterback in the league, but he was also on the best team in the league. Tom Brady in 2019 with the New England Patriots stopped playing. In those years, Tom Brady was winning the Super Bowl. Tom Brady was on the best team in the league. And in some of those Super Bowls, go back and look at Tom Brady in 2019 in that Super Bowl. It was one of the most trash Super Bowls you'll ever watch in your life. It was trash. It was trash. Tom Brady in 2018, go back and look at the game that Tom Brady had in 2018 against Nick Foles. Tom Brady broke all kinds of records in 2018. Guess who won the Super Bowl? Nick Foles.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Tom Brady was the best bleeping quarterback on the field in 2018, and Nick Foles beat him because Nick Foles was on a better team. Nick Foles was on a better team. These New England Patriots teams, don't get it twisted. Those teams were good. And there will be people, they can tell you, Tom Brady was actually not the best quarterback. Tom Brady is the best overall quarterback because he's the doggone GOAT. We ain't taking nothing away from Tom Brady. But stop thinking that Tom Brady didn't play on great teams because he absolutely did. You go back to 2016. Man, Peyton Manning was an absolute joke in 20. This dude got carried to the doggone Super Bowl on a doggone. This dude was in a wheelchair. Man, this dude was on a gurney in 2016. Stop it. Peyton Manning was on a gurney in 2016. Peyton Manning couldn't even throw the ball 15 yards in 2016. But he was on the best team. He was on the best team. He was absolutely on the best team. These Tom Brady teams, you better stop playing. Because in 2015, if the coach of the Seattle Seahawks hadn't decided to throw the ball on the 1 yard line, Pete Carroll decided to throw the ball on the 1 yard line in 2015. Even Seattle Seahawks players now, if you interview them, they will tell you this was the dumbest. It will go down as the dumbest play in Super Bowl history. You throw the ball on the 1 yard line? What? They gave that Super Bowl away.
You can't handle the truth.
Russell Wilson in 2014. Russell Wilson was not the best quarterback in the league in 2014. Joe Flacco in 2013 was not the best quarterback in the league. Eli Manning has never been the best quarterback in the league. Never. Aaron Rodgers, 2011. Yeah, you could argue that Aaron Rodgers may have been the best quarterback in the league. In 2012, I can tell you this in 2010, Drew Brees, maybe. He had one of the better seasons of his career. I think he had better, but Drew Brees was on the best team in 2010. Ben Roethlisberger was not the best quarterback in the league in 2009. Eli Manning was not the best quarterback in the league in 2008. Peyton Manning, as good as he was not the best quarterback in the league in 2007. He was not. But what he was on was the best team in the league. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we speak facts over here. This ain't opinion. I didn't give you opinion. I gave you facts. Super Bowls are not a quarterback stat. For as much as we think they are not a quarterback stat. They are team stats. The best teams win the Super Bowl, not the best quarterback. And Troy Hubbard, you make another great point if this is the point that you're making. Anybody don't find it to be strange that Troy Aikman wasn't winning NFL MVPs? No, nobody finds that to be strange. Troy Aikman, even in 92, 93, 94, 95. I'm sorry. I love Troy Aikman. Hall of Famer, 3-time Super Bowl winner. Troy Aikman was not the best quarterback in the league. I said it. The stats say it. People who know football say it. Troy Aikman was not the best quarterback in the league in 1992, 1993, 1994, nor 1995. I'm sorry. And I'll tell you this. Dan Marino has to be the best quarterback I've ever, as far as throwing the football, Dan Marino is the best quarterback I've ever seen in my life. I would rather be Tom Brady. I would rather be Troy Aikman. I would rather be a quarterback on the best team winning Super Bowls than being the best quarterback and winning no Super Bowls. Yeah, I said it. That's why I'm telling y'all, Super Bowls are not a quarterback stat. It's not. It's a team stat. Go back and ask John Elway. Go back and ask John Elway. John Elway was a stat machine. John Elway, man, let me tell you something. That pigeon-toed John Elway, go back and look at John Elway's history. That pigeon-toed quarterback could run the ball. John Elway could play in any era. That joker was tough as they come, could throw the ball as good as anybody, could take a hit as good as anybody. John Elway was off the chain, but he couldn't get the Denver Broncos to win a Super Bowl. It wasn't until a running back by the name of Terrell Davis. It wasn't until they put together an offensive line. It wasn't until they had a premier defense that John Elway won a Super Bowl. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Every time we start these things with Dak Prescott in Super Bowl, that's why we haven't won a Super Bowl. Because we always want the Super Bowl to start with Dak Prescott. I got news for us. Dak Prescott will not be the sole reason why the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. And I absolutely love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. He will not be the sole reason we win the Super Bowl. We're going to win the Super Bowl because we got great coaching. The front office, they're making great moves. We got great coaching. We got great team. A great team. If we're going to win a Super Bowl, that'll be the reason. But if we keep trying to make it into, oh, Dak Prescott, he's got to be great. He got to play outside of himself. He's got to lift the team to another level. Again, I just showed you a list of the best of the last 20 Super Bowls. Can somebody point out to me which one of these quarterbacks played outside of themselves? Which one of these quarterbacks lifted the team to another level? Which one of those quarterbacks did those things? I got news with you. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. These quarterbacks won Super Bowls because of the performance of the entire team. Y'all do know Patrick Mahomes turned the ball over in those Super Bowls. Y'all do know that, right? But when you got a great defense, you can turn the ball over and still win. You can turn the ball over and still win. I don't know who this person is. You must be high because you obviously don't know football. Not a one of these quarterbacks. I will say it out loud. You're not telling the truth. Sam Darnold in 2026 did not play outside of himself. That is a lie. Jalen Hurts in 2025 did not play outside of himself. That's a lie. If you go back to the Super Bowl that Jalen Hurts lost, he played 10 times better than the Super Bowl that he won in 2024. That's a lie. Patrick Mahomes did not play outside of himself in 2024 and 2023. Matthew Stafford did not play outside of himself in 2022. That is an absolute lie. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady did not play outside of themselves. Nick Foles, we might could say Nick Foles might have played outside of himself. But I don't even think Nick Foles played outside of himself per se. But we can say that about Nick Foles. Peyton Manning, you calling me, you know nothing about football. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning in 2016 was an absolute joke. Peyton Manning was taken to the Super Bowl. It is an absolute joke. Peyton Manning didn't play outside of himself. Russell Wilson didn't play outside of himself. Joe Flacco didn't play outside of himself. Bold-faced lies. Go look at Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl. Bold-faced lie. Aaron Rodgers did not put up career numbers in this Super Bowl in 2011. Bold-faced lie. Ben Roethlisberger, go look at it in 2009. Did not play outside of himself. Bold-faced lie. Please, don't come over here. Don't come over here with your feelings, sir. Bold-faced lie. Every single time. Bold-faced lie. And again, another bold-faced lie. Tom Brady didn't come back from 21 down. What you and others fail to realize is that the defense held the Atlanta Falcons to not scoring another point as the offense scored 21 points and the defense turned the ball over so that Tom Brady could get more opportunities. Bold-faced lie. Do you realize that Tom Brady don't get to come back from 21 points unless his defense holds the doggone Atlanta Falcons to no points while the offense scores 21 points and they got turnovers? Bold-faced lie. You're on the wrong channel, sir. I don't let you get away with it. Bold-faced lie. I'm a minister. I don't do drugs. But I can tell you, I think you may do drugs. I think you may be doing drugs. Absolutely bold-faced lies. And you out of here. Absolute bold-faced lies. In order for a quarterback to come back from 21 points. Can somebody help me? What must the defense be doing? What? Somebody help me out. If you're down 21-3, 28-3, and you score 21 unanswered points, somebody help me out. What is your defense doing? What's the defense doing again? Does anybody realize something? I got time today. I got time today. Does anybody not realize something happened to the Dallas Cowboys in 2023? Let me show you how people don't use logic when they make discussions. They don't use logic, they use feelings. Let me help you out with something. Because some people, this guy said Tom was down and came back. Like Tom Brady was playing on the defensive line. He was the linebacker. Tom Brady was the cornerback. People don't understand. This is why Dan Quinn was fired. Because Dan Quinn is the coach of the Atlanta Falcons. And he couldn't score. Y'all know who the offense coordinator was? Let's take Jog to school. Let's take Jog to school. Let's take Jog to school for a moment. Do y'all know that Kyle Shanahan was the offense coordinator, I believe, of the Atlanta Falcons at that time? And everybody is wondering, why couldn't Kyle Shanahan? You're up 28 points. You're up 21 points. You couldn't score another touchdown? You couldn't even muster 3 points? So, why do we think that Tom Brady was able to come back from 28-3? Help me out. What was the defense doing? Oh, I forgot. Because according to Jog FD, Tom Brady went out there and played defense. Tom Brady went out there and played defense. Oh, I forgot. Tom Brady is the first quarterback I ever known to play defense. Yeah, Tom Brady played defense. I'm going to show you something just from the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to show you a proof that I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we got time tonight. I'm going to show you something of the proof that I have about this. And the only thing I need is the Dallas Cowboys. Now, y'all forgive me. We're about to go back to a nightmare here. We're about to go back to a nightmare. And the nightmare happened in the 2023 season. Let's see if we can pull this up real quick. There was a nightmare that occurred in Dallas in 2023. Let me bring y'all back to this nightmare just for a moment. The Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys in 2023 went into a playoff game against the Green Bay Packers. Not the Super Bowl, might I add. A playoff game. The score was really, it was only 27-7. 27-7. The Green Bay Packers scored 7 points. Then they scored 20 points. Dak committed a couple of turnovers here. And before we say it was because of Dak Prescott's turnovers, only one of those turnovers turned into a touchdown in actuality. It was 27-7. Why didn't the Dallas Cowboys come back? Help me out. Why didn't the Dallas Cowboys come back? Somebody help me out. Why didn't the Dallas Cowboys come back in 2023? The Dallas Cowboys actually scored 24 points. They scored 24 points in the second half. Do we not realize that's crazy points? But you want to know why they couldn't come back in that game? Do y'all realize that if the Dallas Cowboys defense could have did what the New England Patriots defense did when they were down 28-3. If the Dallas Cowboys defense could have held the Green Bay Packers to say you won't score another point in the second half, do we realize the Dallas Cowboys would have won that game? The Dallas Cowboys would have won that game. But you know why they didn't win that game? Because they were down 27-7 and their defense gave up another 21 points. Yeah. Another 21 points. Yeah, they gave up another 21 points. Pure nonsense. You must have the defense to be down 28-3 and win a football game. I'm sorry, that's just common sense. It's common sense. You must have the defense to stop the other team from scoring points. Duh. This is common sense. Even when you go back and look at the Tom Brady defenses, they're top 5 defenses. What are we talking about? Teams win Super Bowls. Defense wins championships. Offenses score points. It is absolute ignorance to think that Tom Brady came back. He came back, but the defense didn't do anything. Do what? It's stupid. It's absolutely asinine to think such a thing. You're not coming back from 28-3 if your defense can't play. And this is why the Cowboys were never coming back against the Green Bay Packers. People try to say, oh, Dak Prescott. If you go back and look at Dak Prescott's second half stats, look at this. Jordan Love only threw the ball 21 times. Dak Prescott threw the ball 60 times. Yeah, you're getting beat every single time. Dak Prescott's 2 interceptions were in the first half. Dak Prescott, 403 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nobody won't talk about they only had 56 yards rushing. Nobody won't talk about the amount of rushing that their defense gave up. Nobody will talk about those things. The goal, the red zone, all of those things. It is pure lack of knowledge. Again, anyone who truly knows about football will tell you the same thing. Super Bowls are not a quarterback stat. They're just not. It's mythology. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Super Bowls were actually a quarterback stat, let's go back to this Super Bowl right here. Let me see which one it is. If Super Bowls were a quarterback stat, the best quarterback on the field in Super Bowl 50 was not Peyton Manning. In 2016, I don't think anybody will dispute this. Cam Newton was the best quarterback in the league. If Super Bowls were a quarterback stat in 2016, Cam Newton would have took that Super Bowl. Let this sink in. Peyton Manning couldn't even throw the ball 15 yards barely. And his team beat the best quarterback in the league. I rest my case.
You can't handle the truth.
I rest my case. In Super Bowl 50, Cam Newton was the best quarterback on the he was the best athlete on the field. I don't think there was a better athlete on the field in 2016 than Cam Newton. Cam Newton in 2016 was running over defensive linemen. He was running over linebackers, taking headshots. I mean, Cam Newton was doing it all in 2016. Unfortunately, he was not on the best team. Peyton Manning, who had come off of neck surgeries, could barely throw the ball 15 yards. He beat the best quarterback in the league at that time, which was Cam Newton, because he was on the best team. Bottom line. These best quarterback arguments, I'm so glad the Cowboys are going in the direction they're going in. I know Dak Prescott is a top 3 quarterback, but that's not the only thing you need to win a Super Bowl. You need a team around you. You need a team around you to win the Super Bowl. If you don't have a team, you're not winning. Sorry, you're just not winning. Yeah, Gerald Jackson said my people in Charlotte still hadn't gotten over that loss to Denver. Let me tell you something, Gerald. Cam Newton knew he had that Super Bowl in the bag. Cam Newton knew he was better. At that point in time, Cam Newton was better than, it's not even about Peyton Manning. Cam Newton in 2016 was the best football player in the NFL. There was no better player. Cam Newton, if there's ever a player, a quarterback that drug a team to the Super Bowl on his back, it was Cam Newton. Cam Newton was an unstoppable force. Don't get me wrong, Cam did have some help. Cam had some absolutely Hall of Fame, I think, what was his name? Kuechly? I mean, he had some great players. Let's not poo-poo on those players. Cam Newton had some great players on that team, and it took some things to get them through that Super Bowl. But I'm telling you, man, Cam Newton was the best player in the NFL in 2016. And unfortunately, because he was the best player in the league in 2016, he got exposed because he wasn't on the best team in the league. And even Cam Newton will tell you, had he jumped on the fumble, it might have been even different then. Shoot. Man, had Cam Newton dove on a fumble that he had in 2016, he still might have beat the doggone Denver Broncos as good as they were. If there would have ever been a quarterback to win a Super Bowl, it would have been Cam Newton. Cam Newton is an absolute physical freak. Absolute physical freak.
We're going to have to deal with it at some point. Being a Cowboy, I think sometimes the hardest part is dealing with the success. So, bring the noise, bring the distractions on early, and let's grow tighter as a brotherhood amongst those.
They'll talk about it anyway, so you might as well face it and sort of manifest it and visualize it. The alarm clock, what do you mean your alarm says Super Bowl, let's win a Super Bowl? What does the alarm say?
It just says Super Bowl 61 at different times, different things. Just as much as you can say it, as much as you can remind yourself, and not that I don't think that honestly about every second of the day, or what can I do to get better, what can I do to help this team, is just help the energy.
It's a great way to carry yourself, and I love all of it, but it also sort of, I think, as a fan, speaks to you like what you see out there. You feel like I can say this because I like my team. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it definitely, I wouldn't say it with as much confidence or as proudly if it wasn't for the guys that we have on the field. Obviously having a full off season with them, but then just getting in a training camp and.
See, this is the absolute key, and I just said this earlier. Dak Prescott's confidence isn't coming from his ability. Dak Prescott already knows that he's great. Dak Prescott isn't dumb. He knows that he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. I don't care what number you put him at. Dak knows. Dak actually said last week, Dak Prescott said he believes he is the best quarterback in the league. And I agree with him. And you should think that. Dak Prescott should not think like a fan. Oh, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Josh Allen is better than Dak. Matthew Stafford is better than Dak. Lamar Jackson, whoever you name. Dak Prescott shouldn't be thinking in his mind that I'm the 5th best quarterback in the league. Who thinks that? I mean, how crazy would that be for someone to be thinking that? Everybody in this league should think they're the best at their position, and they should be working toward that. But just because I'm the best at my position in the league don't mean that my confidence is in myself, because even if I'm the best player at my position in the league, I got to respect the game. I have to respect the game. And I think when you think there are two quarterbacks to me, and I don't mean this in a negative way when I say they didn't respect the game. But Cam Newton, I'm not sure if Cam Newton at the time respected the game from this perspective. Cam Newton knew that he was the best athlete on the field in 2016. And Cam Newton believed, with all of his Versace pants and Gucci pants, Cam Newton thought he could win the Super Bowl by himself. I believe Cam Newton thought he could win the Super Bowl by himself. But Cam Newton realized, and now I know Cam Newton will tell you, if he could go back and do it all over again with that ability that he had, he needed a better team. He needed a better team. With a better team, more team play, Cam Newton could have won a Super Bowl, possibly even 2 or 3. There's another player, and I'm not telling you from a negative perspective he didn't respect the game. But Dan Marino. I don't believe Dan Marino valued having a balanced team. I think if you go back now and talk to Dan Marino, if he could go back now, like everyone, hindsight is 2020, he would value a balanced team. And he wouldn't have valued throwing for so many yards and throw so many touchdowns and always having the ball in his hand. I bet you if Dan Marino could go back now and he could have added a running game to his team, a better defense to his team, I bet you Dan Marino would have did it. Because Dan Marino watched for years quarterbacks that he was better than win Super Bowls. Dan Fouts watched quarterbacks he was better than win Super Bowls. Warren Moon watched quarterbacks he were better than win Super Bowls. You can go down the line of quarterbacks who were actually the best quarterbacks even in a 4 or 5 year span. They were the best quarterbacks you ever saw. They didn't win Super Bowls. They didn't win Super Bowls because they were not on the best teams. And again, I don't want you to take that in the wrong way when I say didn't respect the game. I'm saying that from the perspective of even Michael Jordan was like that at once upon a time. Before Phil Jackson got to the Chicago Bulls, there was a thought in Michael Jordan's mind that he was going to win a championship by himself. Michael Jordan in his early years, give me the ball, move out of the way, I got it. Michael Jordan willed his way to playoffs before Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson got there. But when Phil Jackson got there and Phil Jackson started putting teams around Michael Jordan, when they put a team around Michael Jordan, that's when Michael Jordan started dominating. Mike started dominating. Why? Simple. Because he wasn't doing everything. The only thing he was asked to do is do what he do. He wasn't asked to play every position, get every rebound. He wasn't asked to do everything. When he got players, he got a team, he got a coach. Michael Jordan three-peated twice. It requires teams. Every single time. It requires teams. I don't care who you are. It requires teams. It is narrowly a player that can put an entire team on his back for an entire season. Even if you think about an entire game, it's ridiculously hard. And if you do it, it better be in the last game because it's rare you're going to do it more than one. You need teams around you. And that's why with Dak Prescott, I told y'all this last year. You've heard me say it over and over again. The reason why Dak Prescott is acting the way that he's acting, he's already telling you. It's the people around him. When you think about people even in business, let me tell you what dumb people do. Dumb people in business, they're the smartest people in their business. And that's why their business never reaches the heights of where it should. But you want to know what the most successful people do in business? They put people around them that's smarter than them. Yeah, that's what they do. They put the smartest people around them. And that's how they do and achieve things that even people who may be smarter than them can't achieve. I would dare say, I don't think Elon Musk is the smartest man in the world. I don't. Elon Musk has not really said anything that reveals to me he's the smartest man in the world. But he's got some of the smartest people around him. That's what Elon Musk has. He's got some of the smartest people around him. Man, you keep people around you that are smarter than you. You keep people around you because that's how you build your team. And so again, with Dak Prescott, all you are hearing from Dak Prescott is, I got a team now. Dak is saying, when I was young, I was trying to whoop 10, 11 guys by myself. But now that I'm older, I got a team around me now. I can do a little something. That's all Dak is saying.
Watching the way that these veterans and even the young guys have approached each and every day, whether it be meetings or even just the practice, the energy's there. I mean, it's an iron sharpens iron mentality. You've got a defense that is pretty much coming in trying to erase all memory of what last year's defense was, and it really essentially is with new players, a new coach, and they have an edge about themselves that they want to be talked about just as much as the offense is. And so it's fun just getting out there, competing against each other, knowing we're getting better, and the practices have been on the edge.
I mean, Dak, no, people don't think you have a good defense.
Yeah. See, Dak's got confidence in the people around him. And I think you make another good point, Larry Hunter. Dak also realizes you got to encourage yourself. Yeah. Yeah. You got to encourage yourself. And Larry Hunter, I'm going to tell you, man, confidence is contagious. Confidence is contagious, especially when you got talent around you. When you have a very talented leader and you got talent and you know you can depend on him to do his part, he depends on you, he trusts you, he shows you he trusts you to do your part, oh, you got something. You got something, man. Michael Jordan started winning championships when he started trusting the players around him. When he started trusting the coach that was coaching him. And when you got those people around you, it gives you confidence. You uplift your team in the confidence that you show that you have in them. And then that confidence becomes contagious, man. It becomes contagious. And so again, I just think what you're watching with Dak Prescott is you're just watching somebody that now is saying, man, I got a team now. Shoot, I got a team. Sky's the limit. Yeah, Mission Abstract Elon Musk, he buys the smartest. Yeah, he got people around him telling them what to do, telling them what to buy. The real Darryl said every team that has won a Super Bowl ran the football and stopped the run. Football is not that hard to understand. Real Darryl. Defense wins championships, not quarterbacks. What's going on, Dro Man Joe? Gerald Jackson said, reminds me of how Paul Pierce felt when Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen joined the Celtics in 2007. Changed the culture in Boston. Yeah, I remember that.
What do you mean? Do you have a good defense?
Yeah, I mean, I told you I don't care what people think, So I know we do. I know we've got a team that a good defense that's growing, continue to take tremendous pride in doing their job, and you can hear from their communications to obviously when you're going against them.
And they go up against a great offense with pick your poison in the red zone. Schottenheimer has a nice fun job of sort of with you figuring out who gets the ball. I want to ask about CD and George Pickens. Having talked to both of them, I think it works because of both of them.
For sure.
Can you sort of describe from your point of view, why does it work so well with both of them being the men that they are?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to know both of those guys. You said you've had conversations with them and you understand it, but just their personalities. They're truly unselfish. They truly want the other guy to have just as much success as each of them has individually, and they're cheering each other on. They just got great personalities. They love to have fun. They love to compete. And I think just if you love the game of football and love to compete, the rest takes care of itself. And we're fortunate to have two guys like that who can put their egos to the side. And you see them cheer not only for each other, but for Jake and for Flo and for Turp and for the other guys as well. And even watching them go in there and block. They understand the team, the offense that we can have, and they want to make sure that they're doing everything they can.
This tight end 89's having a good camp.
A great camp.
What's this story? Is he my fantasy sleeper this year?
I mean, I'm not into the fantasy world, but yeah, if there's a sleeper, I'm sure it's him.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's just done everything right since he's been here. And, I give a lot of credit to the guys that show up every day in the offseason, or the guys hitting me up, hey, when's the next time you're throwing? And Brev is the epitome of that. Anytime I had the ball this offseason and was in Dallas, Brev was there. He was ready to go. And I think that just, one, shows his mindset, it shows the mentality that he worked with this offseason. And then, obviously, just the chemistry we're able to create in that time has helped out here as well. And so he's playing on fire and he's doing a hell of a job.
I think your spiciness doesn't get talked about enough. And I think your pocket presence, your finesse, your craftiness there. Is this the most comfortable you have felt with an offense?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just for one, being 10 years in it, that helps. The more you've seen things, the quicker it is for you to diagnose them and get to where you want to get to. So that helps. And then just being in year 2 of Schotty's offense, which is obviously, some of the things that I've done well in the past, things that he's liked well in the past. And, yeah, by far the most comfortable I've been, whether it's getting us into the right play, getting us out of a play, as you said, in the pocket. I've got a great group of guys up front. And then when you've got those guys outside to throw to, it's always going to make the job easier.
Schotty was really vulnerable in his press conference this morning. I don't know if I can call him Schotty. Coach Schottenheimer. And he said year 2 is so different. It's so different than year 1. He was really, adamant about that. How have you sort of read that?
Yeah, I think he went to year 1 not trying to figure things out, but figuring out his way to lead exactly and how he wants to lead as the head coach, where in year 2 he knows exactly how he wants to do that. He knows who he wants to have voices as well. He knows who he needs to step up. And I think that's a big part in the leadership committee, just the way that he carries himself. Sure, my spiciness may be shown, but that guy, he has it as well. He can get going too. And so, I think just being comfortable in your position and in your skin and just knowing that you've got great leaders and great guys and players around you, it helps.
As you're watching.
I think the biggest thing about year 2, Brian Schottenheimer, I think the biggest thing about year 2 is that Jerry has really turned it over to Brian in year 2. Year 1, it was, okay, Schotty, you're the coach. Show us what you got. And I believe the turning point of when this team, Jerry Jones, this entire organization, I believe the turning point of the entire season for the Cowboys, and some people may think it was when Marshawn Nealon passed. I don't think that was the turning point. The turning point was when Brian Schottenheimer went into that defensive room before the Denver Broncos game. And when Brian Schottenheimer started holding Matt Eberflus accountable, that was the turning point. Matt Eberflus, I don't believe Matt Eberflus even expected that. And I've told y'all this before, but I don't think Matt Eberflus expected that. Matt Eberflus thought that he had carte blanche, that he could basically throw the entire season and play 96, let this sink in, 96% zone. Do y'all know what it means for a defensive coordinator just to play 96, 97% zone, not hiding any coverages, no blitzes, no variations, nothing. 96, 97% zone. That is bona fide give up. That is, I can do whatever I want to do. It don't matter how bad my defense is, because I got carte blanche to do whatever the heck I want to do, because that's right, Jerry Jones hired me. And because Jerry Jones hired me, Schottenheimer ain't over me. What you say again? What you say again? Brian Schottenheimer said, I'll be doggone If I let you run this team in the ground, get me out of here, and then you being an ex-coach, then you get to be the next coach. No, Schotty outworked him. Schotty earned the respect that he has. And that was the true turning point. And at that moment, we watched the Joneses totally turn this over to Brian Schottenheimer. It was little bitty things after that. It was the Marshawn Nealon thing after that. It was the things they did around Thanksgiving time after that. It was just the way that Schotty kept driving this team. And there were some other moves. Moving Matt Eberflus upstairs. Schotty was showing at every turn, I know what I'm doing. I'm the man. I outwork everybody. I have earned the right to be the leader here. And what we're watching in year 2 is Jerry saying, Schotty, we trust you. Here. Do what you do. What do you think? Giving him a voice. Hired his defense coordinator. Hired his defensive staff. Vocal in personnel. A lot of these decisions that we've been watching over the last couple of years, they have Brian Schottenheimer written all over. And so what we are watching, and let me go back, I want to read something here that Patrick Apprentice said. And actually it's been said, but I want to repeat it since you said it. What nobody is saying is that the Joneses finally let real football men make the football decision. Yeah. Now, Paul Apprentice, let me put that in goo goo gaga language. They started listening. It's that simple. They started listening. They started listening. And it seemed like they started listening to Schotty early on. And the more things he did right, the more they started listening to him. And what we are looking at now is that we are watching the Joneses. They're not just only listening to Schotty. They're listening to Christian Parker. They're listening to Will McClay. They're listening to their front office. They're not just listening. They're allowing them to explain things to them so that they'll understand why they're being asked to do what they do. And again, I'm giving Brian Schottenheimer all the credit because Brian Schottenheimer has done nothing but praise the Joneses since he's been here. He's done nothing but be respectful to the Joneses since he's been here. And that's another reason why they've given this man so much trust and responsibility. Yeah, that's a great point you made there, Patrick. It's been said, but I'm gonna say it again because it deserves to be said, and you're making a great point. Brandon Cupp said he believes Schotty negotiated for the reins. Schotty didn't give us everything last year. I feel he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Yeah. He's going to be better because he was better in Seattle his second year. He was better. And I think what he's doing with Clayton Adams is masterful. Schotty has actually found a way. Follow this. Schotty has found a way to hide everything he has by allowing Clayton Adams to call the plays. Yeah, I think that's genius. Because Clayton Adams is not going to call plays like Brian Schottenheimer. He's not. Yeah, Amber Soprano. Yeah, they put his butt in the booth. Yeah. Yeah. Schotty outworked him. What up, 411 Shirley? That's it. Yeah, no injuries. I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, we're just watching the Joneses do what smart people do. You listen to the people around you. Yeah. Yeah, Nigel Nightingale. He said definitely feels like it's now a chain of command. Schotty runs the team. Steven oversees the team. Jerry remains in the shadow. Nigel, I agree with you again. I agree with you on this too. Jerry is more of the face now. Jerry is more of the face than he is the one making the decision. That's what we're looking at. Jerry is more of the face He's more of the face than the one making the final decision. And I like that. What up, Tommy Solo? Jeremy Betts, you already know we agree with this. Jeremy says Schotty also constructed that Micah Parsons trade. Jeremy Betts, you know I've already said it. Jeremy Betts. I don't think people are giving... See, people want to make Jerry the bad guy. And I understand it. Because he's done some bad things. They want to make Jerry the bad guy all the time, Jeremy Betts. Any bad decision is Jerry. But I believe Brian Schottenheimer is a shrewd operator. And I've been saying this, Jeremy Betts. I don't think it was Jerry that pushed that Micah Parsons trade. I think Brian Schottenheimer was pushing that doggone. I think he was pushing that Micah Parsons trade. All along, I think he was pushing it. He didn't fit the culture. And if you look at all the players that have come in that Schotty has been bringing in, they're talented, but their character is better than their talent. You hear what I told you? What did I tell y'all the other day? I've been telling y'all this. Your talent will take you places that your character will not endure. Your character will take you places that your talent will take you places that your character and morals will not endure. If you got bad character and bad morals, I don't care how talented you are. You will get to a point, if you're just going on talent, you'll get to a point that your morals, your characters, your character, your value is so bad that somebody will eventually say, I don't care how talented you are. You can't be on my team. You can't be a part of my organization. I want nothing to do with you. Dave Chappelle is the one that I first heard say that your talent will take you places that your morals will not endure. But I have my own saying. I made this up based on what he said. I got this from the Bible. There's not a verse that says this, but the Bible implies it. But your character and your morals will take you places that your talent cannot take you. People don't understand it's not the talent that overall wins. It's the person with the right attitude, mind, mentality. Those are the things that gets talent, even lesser talent, to places where even the most talented cannot get. Bottom line. Bottom line. And that's why when you look at Brian Schottenheimer, they have brought in a lot of moral, high character guys. Guys who have the right attitude. They're not focused on their brand. They're not focused on the money necessarily. They're not focused on trying to put the spotlight on them and all of the attention. We don't have those kind of guys. Now we got guys who got a lot of, it's not that they don't have the talent, but their character and their morals speak higher. Jeremy said, especially after he said, but giving him suggestions and they've worked is the reason he's shown he knows what he's doing and working. Yeah. I get what you're saying. What's going on, Get Money? Yeah, Tommy Solo, I agree. I believe Dak was behind it as well. I agree. 100%. I agree. 411 Shirley said a few years ago, I called into a different Cowboys show and said, I wanted no injuries. My Hawks, or you fine folks, second quarter, here comes Overshown. Bam. I still feel sick for it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, the comedian. Robert Dudley, I wouldn't. He'd have been gone if it was me. Shoot. I'm going to tell you right now, Dudley, I'm one of those people. Talent for me is never at the forefront of my mind. When you start talking about talent, I want to know what kind of mentality that person has. I want to know what their attitude is. That's what I want to know. Yeah, we them boys. He said, if you don't show respect, you won't get respected. Yeah. Man, you got to, the morals and the values have got to be the foundation. They do.
this team today. Of course, I wanted to squeeze a Micah question. You played them week 6. You played them last year. And I was thinking about your pocket presence versus him. Who has the advantage? But I almost think like Micah doesn't know this team anymore.
No.
Right?
No,
like this is a very different team than when he was here.
Absolutely. It's a very different team than last year. And I mean, obviously he was traded at the end of training camp or whenever that time exactly was. But we're a much different team than we were last year. We're honestly a different team than we were at the start of OTA. So that's the greatness in this team, the brotherhood that we're creating, and the mindset that a lot of these men have. I
get to talk to George today. I'm sort of inspired by how he's handled everything. With, like as you see around the league, there's lots of different ways to handle contract stuff. How impressed or inspired, or how impressed are you by that?
Yeah, very impressed, but not surprised. George, he loves football. And at the end of the day, it's not for the money. However, he should get every dollar that he deserves because he's a hell of a player, and we should probably give it to him sooner than later because it's only going to go up. He just wants to play football. So French.
Now, hold on a second. Now, Dak just said something. And I'm going to have to do some more research on this. But Dak Prescott said the Cowboys should pay George Pickens sooner than later. How do the Cowboys pay George Pickens sooner than later? Because if I'm not mistaken, that once you sign that tag, you cannot go back and do a deal with George Pickens this season. So he's locked in. So how would the Cowboys do a deal with George sooner than later? That's the part I don't think I'm confused on it because I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. You actually can't go back and do a deal with George right now. So I'm really wondering on this part. How do you go back? How do you go back and do the deal? Other than you get the deal worked out now, behind closed doors and nobody knows that you did the deal. You go back and do the deal is the only thing I can figure. You go back and do the deal. You go do the deal behind closed doors, and then as soon as the season is over officially, then as soon as the new season start, the deal is done. But I don't think you can do it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Theodore. Because I'm pretty sure you can't do it. It's locked in now. So the only way you do it is after the season is over. It's after the season is over. Yeah, Najee, yeah, look at Michael now. He's hurt and thinks he has all the answers. We see where DeMarcus Lawrence was coming from. Najee Harris, I heard Micah Parsons say one of the craziest things the other day, talking about his IQ. And I'm not mad at him for thinking his IQ is better than everyone. I'm not sure that's something that I'd be saying. I mean, not sure it's something I'd necessarily be saying. And Frank Lawrence, he said he keeps saying, he said it was a blessing that Jerry didn't cave to Micah. We got 5 healthy players from him, Kenny, Malachi, Devin Moore. Devin Moore got a growing injury, but I think he'll be okay. Healthy Overton, yeah. Yeah. I'm glad, man. I'm telling you. I'm serious. I'm glad. What's going on, Wazzy Burns? He says, do blueberry musk really smell good because of, man, hey, man, let me tell you something, Wazzy. Hey, man, blueberry musk off the chain. Off the chain. Now, the other one is really good, too, Zanaya. I ain't had a chance to wear it yet, but they both smell similar. But the Zanaya blueberry musk, it seemed like it got a little something added. It's almost like when somebody spikes some fruit, spikes the punch at the prom with a little bit of vodka or something. You can tell that Zanaya got a little something extra. But hey, man, let me tell you something. Now, let me drop some more. Let me drop something else on you. Wazzy. I bought this scent last week called Rayhan Aloha. Rayhan Aloha. I put it on today. Man, I put that scent on today, bro. and that joker opens up like a pack of Bubblicious gum, bro. Boy, that joint opens up like a pack of Bubblicious gum. Now, a lot of men, some men don't like smelling sweet like that. But this is a scent that women could actually wear too. Man, I put that scent on today, bro. I mean, that joint smelled like Bubblicious gum, boy. And I came downstairs, boy. My wife said, "What is that you got on?" What is that you got on? Boy, she was talking about how good it smelled. Man, I went out. Hey, let me tell you something, man. I was applying extreme pressure today. Everywhere I went, people could smell me. I guarantee you. My wife was 15 feet away from me. We went to, I believe it was Ross. I think my wife was about 10 to 15 feet away from me. My wife walked up to me. She said, "I can smell you from way over there." I went to Starbucks. The lady said, "What you wearing?" Boy, I was applying extreme pressure today, boy. I was applying extreme pressure, but that's just a free plug for this thing called Rayhana Aloha. It's a summer fragrance. If men don't want to smell like that, you might not want to get it. But I'm telling you, ladies, y'all can wear it too. Boy, this stuff applies extreme pressure, boy. Extreme pressure. Gwen Bowden said Dak Attack and them boys are putting that work in. Them Cowboys will be hard to deal with 2026. A lot of people will be surprised. Yeah, Gwen Bowden, in particular Cowboys Nation. Because a lot of people outside of the Cowboys, they seem to think already the Cowboys are on to something. Kippy! What up, Kippy? Kippy, I think Dak Prescott and Kay Adams are making a very powerful point. Micah Parsons, he's going to see an entirely different team if he even sees the Cowboys. And I'll be honest with you, I still say I want Micah Parsons to mature and have all the success in the world, except against the Dallas Cowboys. And if I was Micah Parsons, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be focused. I wouldn't be focused on trying to come back for the Cowboys. I would be focused on making sure I'm going to be healthy the whole year. I would. I would be literally focused on being healthy the entire year. I don't give a doggone about coming back against the Cowboys. I really wouldn't. If I'm Micah Parsons, that's the last thing on my mind. The only thing on my mind if I'm Micah Parsons is getting healthy. And I mean that. I love Micah Parsons. I want him to mature. I want him to have all the success in the world. Just not against the Dallas Cowboys. Just not against the Dallas Cowboys. And I want him to focus on getting healthy and stop all this, I want to play against the Cowboys. Stop that nonsense. Stupid. Shouldn't even be telling people that stuff. The only thing you should be focused on is being healthy. D.L. Jefferson, hey, man, I tell you what, if we have a baby, bro, it's going to have to be a miracle like it was with Abram and Sarai, who went on to be Abraham and Sarah. We well beyond that. Yeah, we well beyond that, boy. Derrick Rose, I'm telling you, boy, pressure. Derrick Rose, pressure, bro. Straight pressure when you wear this Rayhana Aloha. But I can still wear it now. I can still smell it now, boy. It's crazy right now. It's crazy up in here. Yeah, Mission Abstract said Baby Terrence still can use that cologne to help him block better. Yeah, we got a tackle problem. We got to get that thing fixed. But yeah, man, Parsons going to see a whole different team over here.
Tag or not, it gives him an opportunity to go out there and not only play the game that he loves, but play with a team that has accepted him for who he is and allows him to go be the George that we love. And I think he enjoys being in this environment, being with his teammates and playing for the Dallas Cowboys. So contract or not, you're going to get the best George.
I'm telling y'all, Pickens ain't going nowhere, man. Pickens, I'm telling y'all, Pickens is going nowhere. I explained this the other day, and I don't think people understand, but I believe y'all understand what I was talking about, and a lot of y'all won't be surprised when the Cowboys extend George Pickens. Where is George Pickens going? Who is willing to pay George Pickens not only $40 million, but give up 2 first-round picks in the process? Man, heck, even a first and a second round pick. Who's willing to do it? Who's willing to do it? And even if a team is willing to do it, will it be the team he wants to play for? George Pickens is young. If I'm George, man, I ain't trying to go to no team that's rebuilding, not going to win in the next 3 to 4 seasons, going to a place, high cost of living, luxury, income tax, state income tax, millionaire tax. I'm not doing that. Jackson Smith-Njigba is the highest paid wide receiver in the game while not being the highest paid wide receiver in the game. Let that sink in. Jackson Smith-Njigba is the highest paid wide receiver in the game. And he's not the highest paid wide receiver in the game. Bottom line. There is no way, if I'm George Pickens, I'm not leaving the Dallas Cowboys. If the Cowboys can come to me with $36 million, I'm in. And I believe they're going to come to him with that money. And when you look at what they did with Quentin Williams' contract, you're going to see, I think the Cowboys are already thinking about the George Pickens contract.
Really well. I'm so happy that I got to see you. And I'm happy for you being comfortable and feeling great out there. Good luck this year. Go get it done.
Appreciate it.
Set your alarms.
Yep, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I believe the Cowboys, the Cowboys and what they're doing, man, they're doing so many things right. So many things right. I am so happy with what the Cowboys are actually doing. Yeah, I'm happy with what they're doing. Yeah, Kippy, you don't like them sweet smells? I like both of them, man. I like the manly smells and the sweet smells. But for the summer, like them sweet smells. Amber Soprano said he's too close to the team. They like a family. He ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you, he ain't going nowhere. He's not going anywhere. I don't see it. I don't think George is going to go because you got to figure in George Pickens is already getting paid $27 guaranteed million. If George Pickens even gets $70 million guaranteed over 2-3 years, you're basically talking about $100 million totally guaranteed. I'm sorry, I'm staying in Dallas. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm staying in Dallas. Yeah. Jeremy said that was a good comment, G. He's actually knit with all them Texas. Yeah, I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not going somewhere just to say, yeah, I'm the highest paid. I don't care about being the highest paid wide receiver. I'm doing all the numbers. Jackson Smith-Njigba is actually making per year, especially with the taxes. I don't even think it comes to $27 million. Tell me anything you want to about $42 million. He ain't making no $42 million per year. I don't want to know what the before tax number is. I want to know what the after tax number is. That's what I'm looking at. Shoot, I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. All right, so let me tell you what I'm going to do, Cowboys fans. We're going to do our second session of this tonight. I'm going to take a break, go in here and eat some food. And then y'all get ready, because I ain't even joking tonight. This was the warm-up. I got too much stuff to cover tonight, because I'm going to add even more topics to what we're talking about tonight. Man, y'all might as well buckle in, buckle up, go get your cup of coffee, eat you some food. I'm coming back tonight at midnight. And I'm telling y'all might as well get ready. Man, we going 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning tonight. I'm telling you right now. Y'all get ready. We are going into about 4 a.m. in the morning tonight. I don't want to take y'all from 8 to 6 or 8 to 4 in the morning. So we're going to do a couple hour break. And we are coming back tonight at midnight. I hope some of y'all are off tonight. I hope you don't have to go to work in the morning. Or if you got to go to work tonight, man, y'all better tune in. I'm going in tonight, man. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. But if y'all think we had fun in this first session, man, I got stuff that's not even on the list we're going to be talking about tonight. Booby D, you ain't coming with me tonight, man. Booby D, you not rolling with me tonight, bro. Booby D, you going to have to catch it at work tomorrow. And then by the time you catch up on that, I'll be back at it again tomorrow around 4:30. But yeah, hey, we gonna rock out tonight, man. Hey, Theodore, okay, you gonna be listening tonight at work. All right, man. All you night owls, y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Get your no-dos, get your caffeine, get your Red Bull, get your Nas, whatever you drink, or if you're like me, you just stay up and you don't have to drink nothing. Jerry Best said, I'll catch you on the rewind at the end of the stage. All right, on the end of the stream. Okay, I got you, man. I got you. Yes, sir, Miss Snapstrack. We going for the afternoon. We gonna go for the after midnight service, man. Hey, man, we rocking out tonight. Yeah, Kippy, you said Tampa Bay is like, Tampa is like Texas. Talking about them taxes. Nah, you ain't getting me over in Florida. Nah, they got some names. You ain't getting me over in Florida. You ain't getting me, hey, Florida, hey. Nice place to live. It's not nice as Texas. Not nice as Texas. All right, Doomsday. Baby. I look forward to seeing you tonight. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a break. Man, I'm gonna see y'all again tonight. Boy, we gonna rock out tonight. Until midnight tonight, I'll see y'all in a few. Let's Talk Cowboys. DC4L, Let's Talk Cowboys when we talk facts. See you at midnight. Peace.